Donald Trump's return to the United Nations got off to a bumpy start. This broken escalator working its way into his grievances at the podium.
I ended 7 wars, dealt with the leaders of each and every one of these countries, and never even received a phone call from the United Nations offering to help in finalizing the deal. All I got from the United Nations was an escalator that on the way up stopped right in the middle.
For nearly an hour, Trump bounced between lecturing world leaders
Your countries are going to hell.
and offering to help fix their problems, urging them to enforce strict borders and abandon green policies.
If you don't get away from this green scam, your country is going to fail.
And he admonished countries like Canada that recognize the Palestinian state.
The rewards would be too great for Hamas terrorists for their atrocities.
But some of his sharpest criticisms were for the UN itself.
Not only is the UN not solving the problems it should, too often, it's actually creating new problems for us to solve.
Trump's speech vastly different from the Secretary General's, who opened the UN's 80th session defending its purpose.
The United Nations has never been more essential. The world needs our unique legitimacy, our convening power.
And also rallying the world to champion clean energy.
Excellencies, fossil fuels are a losing bet.
The clashing of those ideas clear. But when the two leaders sat down for a meeting right after their speeches, a stark change in tone.
We are entirely at your disposal to be able to work together for a just peace in the world, based on our common values.
Our country is behind the United Nations 100%. I think the potential of the United Nations is incredible, really incredible. It can do so much. So I'm behind it. I may disagree with it sometimes, but I am so behind it.
So, Chris, you were among a select group, very small group of UN reporters who were in the room when Trump and Guterres sat down. What was that like?
You know what I saw in there, Adrienne, is President Trump making a point of projecting American power. He had his Secretary of State, his new UN ambassador, his chief of staff, and his chief negotiator in the Middle East sitting next to him in that meeting. Now, that said, Trump says that he's putting that power behind the United Nations, and that just doesn't track. He's pulled out of UN agencies. The U.S. owes more than $1 billion in contributions. He's dismissed decisions by the international courts. What to do about that? That room was full of reporters. We tried to get those questions in, but we were very quickly shuffled out.
I don't doubt that for a second. All right, Chris, thank you.